Here are the 5 steps I use to beat the new LinkedIn algorithm, the same system that grew my account past 913,000 followers and 59 million views a month with 0 ad spend. I'll run all 5 live on my own account, how I turn attention into email subscribers, how my newsletters become my posts, the surface signals that make the right person raise their hand, the kind of image that pulls the most reach on my own post, and the point of view that makes you the category champion. Skip step 1 and you get what I see every week, a big follower count and an empty pipeline. 1, stop optimizing for reach. How do you go and bridge people from your audience, right, to then be able to nurture them and monetize them? And so here you can see my marketing dashboard for LinkedIn. These are my best posts ever on the platform. Here you can see the amount of impressions they've driven. And let's go and analyze some of our best posts here. First off, we have this one. You can hire a team of A players, but if your delegation is vague, they can't move without you. First things first here, right? I'm helping founders go and remove themselves from operations, right? And build scalable, beautiful, cash flowing businesses. And so this post right out the gate, right, is going and being targeted at people that obviously are hiring, they have teams, and they're looking to delegate. 3 core things that I know my market actually needs. I'm not looking to just create some viral garbage, right? We're creating posts that are right in the pocket of helping founders develop their core operating system and be able to give them the tools and the structure to get out of the weeds of their business and build a team of absolute weapons. Where this gets interesting, right, is when you go down to the bottom of this post, we have a few call to actions here. 1 is to go and follow me. 2nd is to repost it. And you'll see on LinkedIn that reposts are like algorithm juice, right? The number 1 metric that LinkedIn looks at to be able to go and push your post to as many people in the algo as possible is when others repost it, right? So you can see this post here has got 71 reposts. But the biggest magic in this post, right, that allows us to go and actually control our destiny and not be totally reliant on the LinkedIn algorithm is this bottom part here. Get the CEO hourly rate calculator here. When you click on this link, you're directed to one of my tools, okay? These tools are what I use to go then and give people the exact scorecard, helping them go and figure out where exactly they need to delegate and the kind of roles that make sense based on where they're at in their business. Someone goes through this, they calculate their actual hourly rate, putting in some of their core details, $20 hour tasks they're working on, $50 an hour, the amount of CEO level tasks they're working on, and then are able to calculate their effective rate. They enter in their email, their handle on Instagram, their LinkedIn URL, and now this person has gone and added to my email list. You just watched me pull that straight off my own dashboard. And so if you want my team to go and install the same system on your LinkedIn, apply to FounderOS using the link in the description. Step 2, become more human. While everyone else is focused on being cringe and, really just living up to the reputation of LinkedIn, you really have an opportunity to be more of yourself. And the way to do that is with something I call the content ritual. Every single month, I go on a walk, typically in the hills of Bali in nature. And on my phone, I have my voice memo app on my iPhone. I'll go through about 15 questions that really spur a lot of my own creativity, a sense of reflection, me talking about maybe the recent quotes that I've been thinking about, different thoughts that are contrarian that I think, really resonate with me. The magic then begins when I'm able to go and take that MP4 file, airdrop it from my phone to my computer, and then go and upload that file to Claude Code, and then putting it into a docx. Let me show you what this looks like. So we call this the authenticity pack. And in this, you can see me answering things like my current obsessions, different conversations I've had. And here you can see, what idea have you brought up in 3+ conversations this month? And then this is my actual voice saying, I've been thinking a lot about the recent David Senra podcast with Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin covers the idea of seeing themselves as a reducer, not a producer, and this idea that it's all about reducing things to their core essence. And it's just really got me thinking a lot about my own business. How much can I delete? What I'm able to do then, once all of this is transcribed, is I've got like pure matte grays essence, right? And I can take that essence and then just simply pull out the hooks, pull out the bodies of it, and then that becomes my content across newsletters, across LinkedIn, even becomes the concepts for these YouTube videos. That authenticity pack then becomes this newsletter bank. Those newsletters become the actual content for my posts for LinkedIn. And so this is what my waterfall looks like. But funny enough, it all starts from that voice memo. I'd encourage you to go and book a time every single month. All you need is about 45 minutes for a walk, a voice memo, your iPhone, and then this question list, which you can go and steal from me. This list of 25 questions are a great kickoff point for some authenticity questions that will get you sharing more of your soul, your heart, the stuff that matters to you, and really pulling at those strings, right? LinkedIn, due to the fact that it's so cringe, I think that's actually the real opportunity for folks right now. Step 3, create resonant copy. Now I'm gonna go show you the move that makes the right person stop and think that I'm just reading their mind on the platform. This is my resonant copy OS. This can go and really help you go and identify, number one, your market, go and come up with 10 to 20 pain signals, 10 to 20 dream signals, and then use those for things like your LinkedIn post copy, as well as the copy that you're gonna use for part 4 in this video as well. When I go and think about my core customer, right, the pain that they're in is that they're this operator founder. They maybe are collecting $80,000 a month, but they feel more stressed than ever. They can't remember the last time they were able to completely unplug and just go offline. You know, their team's busy all day, but they have no idea what that team's actually even working on. And vacations feel expensive because the second they pull themselves out of the business, they're just worried that everything's gonna disappear. That's not even the end of it, right? On the content side, your team keeps on asking you what you're gonna be putting out that week. You sit down to record content, but you feel like you're just looking at a blank page. And your content operation, well, it's powered off of your motivation. We both know that this is not sustainable, but this is what the operator founder, so many founders that I help, are experiencing. And you can see that the copy that I'm using here is actually putting myself into what these people feel, what they see, what they sense, right? And that's what makes the copy that much more resonant and compelling. You can contrast that with copy that just like, you're busy all day, things are really hard, business isn't easy. It's like, is that stuff gonna resonate with someone? No, it just sounds generic, right? And so what we wanna do is get really specific here. The more that you can go and create a core document like this, and then have this permeate the copy you use across LinkedIn, it's gonna help you stand out, right? Because ChatGPT is not gonna write this stuff. Claude's not gonna write this kind of stuff. This is the stuff that you as the expert in your niche are able to write. And when you nail this, you are destined to become the most referred to expert in your niche. Do you want the whole 5-step system in one place? I put it in a free guide called the New LinkedIn Formula. It's linked in the description. Grab it and run it on your own account. Step 4, value dense images. This was one of the most surprising parts of LinkedIn for me over the last 3 years. I had gone for a random soul trip into nature in Big Sur, California at this retreat center called Esalen, which is kind of like the home of the human potential movement. Way back in the day, folks like John Lennon, the Beatles, Ram Dass would go out there, meditate, and party a little bit. I was at one of these retreats doing a bunch of art, unplugged, no phone, no computer. And I came back, I started going and creating handwritten graphics. This was just me playing around, okay? There was no agenda here. I would just wake up, I would look at a given post that was going out on LinkedIn, I would go and put a headline to it, and then just cleanly go and handwrite the kind of core messaging and key points from that post. Well, sure enough, I put my first one out and it absolutely exploded. I'm talking gaining over 100,000 organic followers per month on LinkedIn, over 5 million organic impressions without spending a dime on ads every single month. The way that we go and make these, right, is first off, I like to do a bit of a content analysis, right? These days I'll analyze different subtitles. I'll also go and analyze different headlines that are working well. I typically like to even go to 1 of 10 to my bookmarks there, look at different titles that I've been liking over the last, say, 3 months, and then go and use some of those patterns of the best performing titles from YouTube and go and bring them onto LinkedIn. You know, typically I find YouTube titles, X posts, are much stronger copywriting than the copywriting I find on LinkedIn. So if you're able to go use those as references and then bring them to LinkedIn, you're really destined to go and create some posts that are likely to go and hijack the algorithm. From there, what I like to do is make sure the posts are clean, right? We're not looking to go and put too much stuff into a post. We want it to be value dense while also just being easy to read so that it stops the scroll and causes someone to go deeper in it. The other point here is I'm not making the copy inside the image exactly the same as the post, right? We want it to be a little bit different, almost like the interaction between a YouTube title and the thumbnail. So people go and read the post, they get some value, and then they can also go and read the image. What this causes someone to do is spend more time on your post, and increased time on post on LinkedIn is gonna lead to more virality as well. From there, you know, we're triple checking our titles. We're looking to make sure that our CTAs are good because again, just like we went over in point 1, if the CTA and the contextual lead magnet ain't good, it doesn't matter how big that post get, you're not gonna actually extract the value that you want from it because what we're really trying to drive here is profit per piece of content. And the number one leading indicator of that are the amount of email signups you're able to drive from a given post. What we're gonna get into next is then the foundation of how to go and actually create your brand on LinkedIn. I mean a brand that's so good that people are talking about it, that people stop you in the street because you're saying something that's so different, right? So novel that they can't help but share it with their friends and become a diehard fan. Step 5, become the category champion. The number one way to go and separate yourself with any brand, and this doesn't go just for LinkedIn, right? This is on Instagram, YouTube, X, and this is what most people overlook. It's your point of view. And I like to think about it like you're basically building your brand into this campaign. Think about the most famous campaigns of all time. 1984 by Apple, Just Do It, and campaigns from Nike. You want to go and turn your brand into a famous campaign here and think about what are the 3 things that you stand for. Think about 1984 by Apple, right? This like rebellious, innovative attitude and kind of screwing Big Blue. Or think about the famous campaigns like Be Like Mike from Nike, just encouraging you to be the most formidable, amazing athlete and kind of standing for victory, right? Or, I'm Loving It by McDonald's, right? These are like famous campaigns. But the thing is, too often in our own brands, we overlook the power of this, right? And so what are the 3 big ideas then that I want to make sure that's permeating all of my LinkedIn content? Well, big idea number 1, right, is really focusing on folks' identity. Right? If I want to go and shift founders and help them go and accomplish their dreams, they need to embody this architect identity and shift from being the operator in their business. What this looks like, right, is focusing on leverage, focusing on building assets, focusing on organic content to run a beautiful cash flowing business versus having a business that relies on referrals, paid ads, cold outreach, and just runs you into the ground. We want to move founders from relying on their effort, on their hours, on some expensive salary, to then being able to go and just build really this architect operating system. Here you can see I've even gone and contrasted this, right? The operator old way versus the architect new way. Going from hiring more people, getting busier and margins below 50% to cutting your team down to a lean team, getting freer and margins above 70%. So I'm kind of trading this aspirational identity that I've embodied for years, that I'm constantly working to make sure that I'm kind of aiming at that as my kind of true North Star, and then bringing founders along with me on this journey so that we're attracting these kind of founder architects. And so what this may look like is me going and creating content like, I disappeared for 30 days and nothing broke. The key there is kind of showing founders then, this is the life of the architect. These are the systems behind the architect, and making sure that every post ladders up to that kind of brand pillar. These different campaign angles then become the kind of stuff that I'm sharing on YouTube, that I'm putting on LinkedIn, and it's working. Now, if you found these 5 parts useful, I've got something even more incredible for you, okay? So this is the new LinkedIn formula. This is what's gonna help you go and actually action all the steps I'm going through here, because here's the deal. You can learn all this stuff, but if you don't actually start to move on it right now, right, you're not gonna get the momentum that you're actually after. And so what I've gone is synthesized every 5 steps into one cohesive engine that you can go and implement today and also go and share with your team to get them moving on this. The reality is that you, as the owner of your own LinkedIn presence, right, can only do so much. And these kind of guides, I think, are really helpful for you to go and digest everything I've gone over in this video, but also go and share it with a couple friends, maybe even your team, so they can go and take action on it right away. I've gone and synthesized a checklist that I do for things like my hooks, long-form value, my images, and ultimately what I do to become a category champion on LinkedIn. So you can go and check this out via the first link in the description. Be sure to go and download that, implement it right now, and get that momentum you're really after. The founders who win with this are gonna go and build with it today while it's fresh in your brain. Everything I just showed you, the posts, the images, the system, my team runs most of it without me. And that's the whole point. I put the whole thing into a new free guide called the New LinkedIn Formula, and it's linked in the description. If you want me and my team to go and build it with you over the next 60 days, apply to FounderOS using the link in the description. I can't wait to see what you build. And if you wanna go deeper, check out this next video on how I went and blew up my content. Go check that out, and I'll see you in the next one.